Hello ladies and gentlemen, today with BK. So this is the 2001 Camaro SS. I'm going to do the brake fluid flush, and so what I'll be doing is taking the fluid out of here, and then I'm going to have my daughter sit in here and press the brake as we go from the furthest back, which would be the passenger back rear. Then I always like to go to the driver's side rear, then I go to the passenger side front, and then to the driver's side front. And that is, in my mind, the furthest points out you want to get first, and then go up here and get this. If someone thinks it should be different, please let me know, but that's how I've done it for years. So, but I also, stay tuned, I'm gonna, you can see that cooler, or I should say heater, for the power steering. The power steering is whining even after it warms up a little bit. So I've got a new power steering pump, and I'm going to change that out. But I'm also going to put Z28 pump fluid cables through there, so that we're not, or connections, you know, so that it's not going to the bypass of that what they call a cooler line, which I think, you know, if you've got 190 degree radiator fluid, then heck, that's what's going to be in your power steering, versus maybe the fans blowing, a little bit of air coming through might help out better than that. But I'm not going to track the car, so that's my prerogative to do that. But that's what I'm talking about right there. So it's just going to be my next little thing I do. So, you know, keep looking, keep watching, subscribe, please like, comment. It helps with the algorithm. I appreciate it. I'm just trying to grow the channel. I don't get paid to do this, but it's just nice to be able to help others if I can. So what I'm going to use is this thing right here. I don't know if everybody has something like this, but this is a suction tool for the brakes. As you can see, that'll connect to the nipples that when we're going to each cylinder, each wheel, and you know, it is a port here to connect to your air supply, and that actually will suck the fluid out. I'm going to do that. Let's suck it out of the master cylinder here, and then we'll go underneath and start doing it. Alright, so I've got the tools connected to the air. Let's take this cap off and put it here. Yeah, it's pretty dirty. We'll see it. It goes through the line here and see what we can get out. The problem is that some of these have this connection here that it's hard to get this thing in there. There it goes, there it goes. Sorry about that air compressor, but hey, it takes air to run this. It's hard to get the back, as you can see, the back section, which would be your rear brake section. It's hard to get in there, so that's what we're going to use when we go to bleed the brakes. We'll bleed them a little more in the back, but this really got the front out. If I had a little smaller hose, it would get in there, but all right. So what we're going to do now is I'm going to bring this thing up, get underneath, and we're going to bleed it with this, and I'll show you how we do that. All right. So before I go under, let's make sure that we get this synthetic Dock 3 and 4. I use the Valvoline, but it's never been opened, so that way we can keep the minimal amount of water getting into it, since brake fluid is hydroscopic. Let me see if I can get this in without making a mess. Never was good with my left hand here doing this. almost filled up. I like to fill it completely. Minimize the amount of times I have to come back. Alright. So, in the meanwhile, we'll definitely put it down tight. Always put your lid back on so you minimize any dust or dirt getting inside your master cylinder. And then we'll go underneath and let's draw some of this old stuff out. Okay, so we're under here, the passenger side rear. I've got this on here. This fits on there really good. So I'm going to take it and I'm going to crack it here. This is a 10. And you can see we got it. Let's see if anything comes out. There we go. You see there's bubbles in it. And once again, sorry about the loud compressor, but I think I got a connection problem here. Yep, right there. As you all can see, probably right there, you can see them bubbles right there. Better fix that off camera and get back to it. So, all right, we'll be right back. All right, so this is the passenger side. Hopefully this thing's going to not leak this time with the air, but let's see if we can't get, bring it down to its lowest spot so that we can get gravity fed. So I'm going to undo this and let's see if we can get it. Not open enough, so let's do it again. Let's see if I can get my hand. Trying to get my hand in here is a little bit different than the other side. The rear are always pain. See if we can't get the thing to turn one more time. I like to just have a little more. There we go. There we go. It got a little air in it, didn't it? Always want to keep a little pressure on it and get this thing to go. Keep a little pressure. There you go. Yeah, you always want to keep the suction on it until it's time to close it off. Got it closed off. It's just a little spot back here that's hard to get to because of the bracketry back here. But that looks pretty good. Once again, apologize for the air compressor, but I need it. So yeah, I need to change some of this stuff out. It's all factory original. It still looks pretty good, but yeah, the bracketry back here is still original. I may switch it out. Let me know what y'all think. All right, well, we're going to move to the front passenger side. All right, so this is the passenger side front. And sorry for the angle here, but trying to get my hands in here at the same time, and so it's going to get loud here. Probably the compressor might kick on in just a second. Let's see. There we go. Got a little bit there. Yeah. Looks nice and clean. Come on. Come on. We got that. Alright, so I'm going to take it off as I got it going. Yep, start it down here. Next one. All right, so let's get this one open. A little bit more. There we go. Starting to get clear now. And what you're seeing when you see that kind of like bubble, looks like you got bubbles coming out. It's not, it's from this air, it's making it, I don't know, champagne effect or whatever. So, all right, we're gonna pull it, make sure we get all this fluid. There we go. All right, let's go upstairs and let's see what we got up there. All right, so I know earlier I said I would have my daughter be the assistant in hitting the brakes, or brake pedal. That's going to happen on her vehicle, which is the 2016 Chevrolet Cruze. Going to do that next. So be on the lookout for that. So as you can see, we're right at the max. So we've got the fluid. Looks good, nice and clean. I like to always make this where it looks, let's see. See if I can do that. Something like that. And it says do not overfill. As you can see, there's the max there. You can see the fluids in there, and it's a lot cleaner. You can see how much cleaner it is by looking at the light there when you can see the fluid like that. See how clean it is in the back? So, all right, so basically this should be done maybe every 30 to 50,000 miles. This car has 46,000 miles on it, original, and I can tell that the brake nipple covers were all original. Some of them had the original factory paint marks, so it's pretty cool. Like I said, look for the next video would be the 2016 Chevrolet Cruze doing the oil, doing the brake fluid change, and then also look for this video when I put in my new power steering pump. I decided to get a new one, and I'm gonna put a Z28 complete upper radiator hose on, and delete this hot cold cooler line thing, and put regular Z28 lines going up to the replacement power steering pump. But thank you for watching. Thanks for all the comments. Keep them coming. Let's build the channel. Once again, I appreciate everything, and today with BK out.